Hey moms, how are you? I just wanted to come on and let you know that we finished day 4 of the challenge. So that's up. So I'm very excited for you all to see that. If you have not seen any of the challenge, it's okay. It's still going to be up for another 10 days. So go back over the weekend, look over it. Tomorrow is our masterclass, which is going to be really great because it's going to be a presentation on 3 keys to self-love, and it'll kind of tie in everything because the beauty of this challenge is that it is creating habits, daily habits, so that you can have a life of success, of happiness, and really change your mindset and have that self-love and that inner peace. So today we did a meditation on going higher into your past self. We did another tool because I'm giving tools daily on how to self-love, because sometimes we're anxious or sometimes we are not happy with ourselves, or we don't give ourselves enough time and we feel tired, we have low energy. And so these tools I'm giving are really going to help you stop and pause and really feel good about yourself. So if you have not seen day 1 through 4, it's really okay. It's up in the featured. I put it in the guides along with prompts. Tomorrow we're going to have so many fun prizes as we spin the wheel. So if you can make it tomorrow at the end of the presentation, I will be spinning the wheel for prizes. Bring a friend. Maybe your friend will win. And also, if you get a chance, if you haven't been through the 4 days and you can only make the master class, come to the master class. The more the merrier. And then you can go back over the weekend and look at 1, 2, 3, and 4. They're really relaxing. They're really nice. And, I know everybody's busy, right? So that's why I'm keeping them up for you to watch. And I'd love feedback. And it's really a great way to get support and go back into your inner self, because you need to nourish yourself. And today, one thing I talked about was that you need to love yourself and be happy with yourself, because if you don't, then if you always want more, it'll never be enough, right? So staying in the present moments, creating daily habits, having your meditation practice, holding yourself accountable, getting the support that you need is so important, because it's really going to help you. After the meditations, after you come daily or you listen to the challenge, it really, really makes you feel at peace. And when you come daily, you're actually staying consistent. And I just want to say I'm so proud that, those of you who have been joining, or those of you who are going to watch later, you're staying consistent, because the number one thing is we don't stay consistent, and that affects our self-love. Because we don't stay consistent, then we have a negative mind thought, then we don't go through and get our goals, and then we don't do what we want, and then we are like, I'm not good enough, I'm a failure, I'll never do it, I'll always have gained weight, I'll never cut sugar, my kids will never love me, I'll never be as happy. We go into that negative mindset. And the thing is, the reason why you have the negative mindset is because you haven't set yourself up for daily success. We're just winging it. I winged it. And then I was like, this is not working. I was in chaos mode. I was not eating properly. I was not having a good relationship with my husband. I had no clue what was going on with my kids, and I didn't care because my mind was bogged down with so much negative stuff. And I was just running through the next thing, because I was not prepared. And we need to be prepared, and it takes hard work. And the thing is, when you're being consistent, this is a really good thing to listen to. When you're being consistent, if you stop, you have to remember how far you've come, number 1. Number 2 is, if you are at a block and you feel like tired and don't want to be consistent, that's because you've put too much on your plate and you've overwhelmed. So you need to step back and be like, okay, maybe I'm doing 4 things, or maybe I've overwhelmed myself with having too many activities. So let's back off. I'm still going to reach my goal. I'm still going to go forward, but I'm going to stop it and do 2 things. And then the overwhelm stops, right? Because just imagine when you have to go somewhere and you have house stuff to do and you have phone calls to make, you're all over the place, and each activity doesn't cause you to be present, it causes you to be overwhelmed, and you don't want to do anything. So you just sit, or you just can't do anything, right? So what you need to do is you need to move forward and be like, okay, evaluate your stuff and tweak. Don't just give up. What we do is we give up, we say we're lazy, we say we're failures, and we can't go on. But that's not true. You're not listening to your body, you're not giving yourself enough self-love, and you're not understanding what you need. we look at other people, we compare, we keep on, what this person has, what that person has. I don't have that. How come that person can run 5 miles at 50, but I can only walk 2? That's okay. That's what you're aligned with. That's what your body is. Understanding and saying, it's okay. I'm grateful for you. I honor you. This is what you can do, is the best gift of all. You are the best gift to yourself. And when you realize that and you believe that you are your best friend and happiness is from within, not from everything else, and you set your boundaries, your life will change. And you want it to change. That's what we want. We all want personal growth. We all want change. We all want to be better. Because what's the purpose? But you will not have a purpose. And you will keep on saying, I don't know what my purpose. I don't know what I love. I don't know what I want to do, unless you know yourself. How can you ever know what you want to do if you don't know you? You don't know what you like. You don't know, how you feel. You let other people tell you how you feel. If somebody doesn't talk to you, then you must be bad. It must not be their issue. If somebody yells at you, then you must have done something wrong. It's not their issue and their baggage. It's all you. So if you don't know and you can't stand up for yourself, then you're never going to have your purpose. You're never going to set your goals right. And I tell it like it is. I really do, because I've been through it. And I was saying in my group today that when I was doing the challenge, that whatever I do or whatever I say, it's because I've been through it. I don't like to say and do things unless I've been through it. So you'll see me with this big thing of water with lemon and cucumber. It's because I've been doing it, and it's hydrated me and helped me with my skin. So I'm going to show it to you. If you see me saying affirmations, if you see me doing yoga, it's because I've said those affirmations. I know how it feels. I loved yoga. I became certified. I, wanted to learn and help moms. I became a life coach. So I teach and I preach what I have been through. And we all, like I say, we all go through different journeys, but we want the same thing. And as we are in midlife, we want to find our purpose. We want to there a reason to go on, right? Because it's different stages. Our kids were our purpose. We were taking care of them. We didn't think of anything else. We didn't think of ourselves. Our mission was to raise these little babies, these people, into humans who can go out in the world. But now we're sad. Now we're like, what's our purpose? First of all, you need to think, this is your success. You gave up and did so much for these people to be successful. And if they are successful, if they're living on their own, isn't that what you want? Isn't what you did? Right? So number 1, pat yourself on the back. Give yourself some self-love that you did this, right? Number 1. Number 2 is that it's not the end. It's not the end. We think, the kids are gone. It's the end. That's just society and the social norms. You're always going to be a mother. Motherhood doesn't leave. You don't just give birth and say at 18, see ya, and I'm done with you. No. Your motherhood is still there. It's just a transition and a different way of parenting, because your kids need you when they go to college, when they have relationships, when they have jobs, when they have kids. They always need their mom, and you need them. You're just parenting in a different way. You're a mentor now. And if you're healthy, you're happy, you're in the right mindset, and you love yourself, they're going to call you for advice. They're going to want to see you. They're going to want to know what your day's like, because you're going to be exciting to them. And you're also showing them that midlife and getting older is amazing. Life doesn't end. Right? It's really up to you and your mindset. And that's why accountability, support, and having the guidance and really going on the right path is the way to do it. And we think over and over, the ego comes in. I can do it by myself. I'm doing this 5-day challenge. I'll be fine next week. I watch Google. I buy the tapes, but really, it's very, very hard to do it on your own. And once we admit that, it's very easy to open up doors for yourself. I always say, I'm the step 1. After me, you get the tools and you go. But so many of us do not do the right step 1. So years later, 2 years later, 3 years later, we're always just like, what the heck? I'm still in the same place. And a lot of you, I felt this way. And that's why I'm saying this. I felt stuck. So stuck for so many years, because my kids were growing up. They were going to prom, they were going to dances, they were going to college. My husband was working, becoming successful. Everybody was doing stuff. I was watching my brothers, get jobs and be going to companies. And you know what I was doing? I was at home. I was cooking, I was cleaning, I was driving the car, I was running errands, I was doing stuff for everybody else to make them happy. And now I look back and I'm like, that was amazing. That was my season. But at that time, I felt stuck and I felt resentful. And I had to get out of that, right? Because I was like, what is my life? My whole purpose is just cooking and cleaning and I have nothing. So you change, right? And you might be feeling stuck right now, but you don't have to stay stuck. And when you say the word stuck, it doesn't mean that it's something wrong. It means that you're overwhelmed. The problem is we say we stuck, we can't go on, and we don't ask for help because we worry about judgment and we worry about ego and so many things. When you're stuck, it just means that you're overwhelmed, you're confused, you don't know the next step, and that you need to step back and reevaluate. It doesn't mean block, it doesn't mean done, it doesn't mean this is no future for you. It means that you need to step back and you need to evaluate and see where the block is. What am I doing that's too much? How can I tweak it? Like the best thing for me is now when I'm blocked or when I'm stuck, I get so excited. And everyone's like, why are you so excited? You're stuck, you're blocked, this is not working. I'm like, that means because something amazing is gonna happen. And it means that the universe and what I'm doing, I'm on the right path, but somebody has said, you know what? You're on the right path, but why don't you go left instead of going straight? Because if you go straight, it's not gonna work out. So I'm blocking you, I'm keeping you stuck so that you go left and you succeed. It's really about mindset. See how that changes? See how in 1 minute I can be stuck and feeling like, oh my gosh, my life is useless. No one loves me. I'm getting old. I'm getting heavy. The kids are gone. Nobody calls. I have no purpose. To, you know what? These things might be coming up, but that means that now I have to go deeper. I have to start loving myself. I have to find a path. I have to figure out how to get out of this. So it's an amazing thing. Why be stuck? Why be sad? It's just the universe and your body and your self-love and your confidence telling you, you know what? You're feeling this way. It's time to snap out of it and figure another direction. If you think of it that way, then everything starts to evolve and you start to find a purpose. You start to feel happier. You start to have self-love. The empty nesting becomes okay and your connections are good. It's really all about in there. And I know a lot of you are like, yeah, or you're listening to me. Part 3, action. What are you going to do? If you feel stuck, are you going to sit there and feel stuck? When your kids call, you're going to say, oh, thanks for calling. It's been 3 days. Or you're going to tell your kids that whoever you love, I don't love them because they've taken me away from you. Or are you going to be angry because your spouse is, watching TV and you're talking and they're just looking at their phone or staring at the TV and you feel unheard? What are you going to do? You are going to find another way to make yourself happy, because depending on other people to make you happy is not what this life is about, and it's not fair to anybody else. Aren't you exhausted from keeping everybody happy and from making sure everybody has the right energy and nobody has mental stuff and everybody's healthy and everybody's eating? That's exhausting, and it's not fair. So you need to allow yourself to take care of yourself and set boundaries. It's really, really important to make sure that if you feel ignored, if you feel sad, if you feel happy, voice it, set your boundaries, but don't let it reflect on you. We let everybody and whatever they say reflect on us, but we are in control of our own feelings. We are in control of our own feelings. It has nothing to do with anybody else. And when you decide that I'm in control, I love myself, then you can move on. Otherwise, you're just going to stay in the same places. So you have 2 choices. Choice number 1, work on things and move forward and have the life that you desire. Or choice number 2, stay where you are, complain, never get help, just live in this life, and that's it. So you have to decide what life that you want. You've got 2 choices, and it's really up to you. It's not a partner's choice. It's not a kid's choice. It's not a friend's choice. It's your choice, because it's your life and you deserve to live the life that you deserve and that you want. But that can only happen with you, right? And now you're an empty nester. The kids are older. What is the excuse? You don't have to drive to school. You don't have to make meals. You don't have to, go to sports. You don't have to tuck anyone in bed. Now it's all about you. This is your time. That's why this transition is so amazing, because in this transition, you get to take care of you and you get to be a mother. You get double. You get double. How amazing is that? Oh my gosh. Just thinking about that, that I get to take care of myself, do what I want, have self-love, live the life that I want, but then I still get to be part of my kids' lives. I get to be a mother and be the person that I want to be. But instead, we always look at what we don't have. The kids are gone. I don't have them. You know, this is not working out for me. Why are you saying that? It is working out for you. You're getting the best of both worlds and you don't see it. And that's what we need to do. Come back into ourselves, into our inner peace, and really, really change our mindset and move forward. So anyway, that's my little lecture today. Please, today's meditation was really good. And it is a little long, so make sure you have time. But go back, watch 1, 2, 3, day 4, and see you in the masterclass with the prizes, the prize wheel. It's going to be amazing. So if you have any questions, just DM me, say hello, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.